Hello, welcome to the Fifth Estate. I'm Trish Wood. There's nothing new about conflict between parents and teenage children. It happens in almost every family, but in some cases it can take extreme forms. The Toronto area South Asian community is relatively new to Canada. Young people, especially young women, find themselves caught between the strict traditions of their Indian-born parents on the one hand and the temptations offered by Canada's liberal, youth-oriented society on the other. The result, rebellion of a sort, but rebellion far gentler than most. These teenagers are reluctant to take it very far, and so it's a kind of polite revolution. But the reaction of some parents has been harsh. Punishment has been quick and severe. The young have been left with no one to talk to, nowhere to tell their story. On Danforth Avenue in East Toronto, teenagers are lining up for a dance. But it's 12 noon on a Friday, a school day. They don't want to be found out. The kids turn away from the camera. And not just because they've cut classes. For many of these teenagers, what they're about to do is absolutely forbidden. This is no ordinary dance. What you're witnessing is an act of mass rebellion. These teenagers come from South Asian families, many from homes so strict they have to sneak out to do what most teenagers do all the time. They aren't allowed out at night, so they skip school and go dancing in the afternoon. Even though the kids are temporarily escaping their parents, they aren't trying to deny their culture. They're just updating it. The music, called Bhangra, is a mixture of traditional Punjabi dance rhythms and modern techno-pop. The behavior codes are also Indian. Only a few kids are smoking and drinking, and even fewer are dancing with members of the opposite sex. Activities prohibited for kids in Indian culture. The conservative members of this Sikh congregation are fighting to stamp out this rebellion. Its past president, Harbhajan Singh Pandori, is demanding these day dances be stopped. He's a high school teacher, and he told me the kids who go to the dances are no good.
And these girls are only grade 9, 10, 11, and they want to get pregnant even. They want to smoke, they want to drink, they want to go to dances.
How does going to a day dance mean that you're going to get pregnant? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, that's what's happening. People are smoking there, they're drinking there. What are they doing over there?
They're dancing.
Why?
Because it's fun. That's what teenagers do, isn't it?
Well, they can dance at home. We have a music in the house. They can dance to our Punjabi parties, our marriage parties, our birthday parties. Why can't they dance there? You know why? Because pigs like the mud. And these are the pigs. That's what they are.
So the teenagers that go to day dances are pigs?
They are pigs.
So you made arrangements?
Only a few South Asian parents think the day dances are a good idea. T-Sher Singh is a prominent Ontario lawyer and father of a teenage girl. He thinks day dancing is a clever response by teenagers whose parents won't let them out at night.
It's thrilling that they are not willing to accept the tyranny of the home. I'm quite pleased with the fact that they have found a solution on their own. I like their initiative. I like their innovation. I do have concerns that they're skipping school to go there, but I can't blame them. It is not their fault. It is the fault of somebody else.
The tyranny of some South Asian families falls a lot harder on the girls than boys. Kamasarai, known as Precious P to his fans, is a 19-year-old Sikh. Though he comes from a strict home, he's able to skate around his parents' rules. He goes to day dances and even has a budding career as a rap singer. But his 16-year-old sister, Baldish, isn't permitted any of it, especially day dances. She's angry at the double standard.
My parents will say, well, he's a guy, so it's different with guys. And I go, Mom, it's not different with guys. You're not being fair. Well, that's too bad. You're a girl, and you're going to have to live with it.
I do things that she's not allowed to do. And then she's like, well, if you can do it, why can't I do it? And they just have this whole notion that girls aren't allowed to do this, do that.
Give me a list of what you're not allowed to do.
My parents are very restricted on who I am, who I'm friends with. They don't want me on the phone all the time. Well, they don't even want me calling my friends. They don't want my friends calling me. I can't just say, Mom, me and my friends want to go to the mall and just go shopping.
What about a boy calling you?
Oh God, no. Never.
You can never date?
Never.
Never?
Never. They would just flip.
But they don't understand like how our friends are allowed to do things and we aren't.
Do you have some understanding of why your parents put these restrictions on you?
I don't think they consciously know why they want us to do the things, they want us to do. It's just a matter of that's the way it's always been done. And in order to be Indian and to keep your culture, that's the way you have to do it, and no questions asked.
The South Asian community is fighting and succeeding at keeping its culture alive. Thousands of South Asian families emigrated to southern Ontario in the late 60s and early 70s. Many came from the villages of the Indian state of Punjab. They included a large number of Sikhs, although there were Hindus and Muslims as well. They brought with them strongly held views and customs about family life and child-rearing. Today, those traditional views seem old-fashioned to many of their Canadian-born teenagers, especially the parents' attitude toward daughters.
It is the responsibility, the burden of the parents to ensure that all of the children get married. And if the girls go out, stay out late, or date, etc., that the inferences or will be that they're being promiscuous, and that will affect their marriageability. That will make it difficult, if not impossible, to arrange a good marriage for the daughter.
The minute an Indian girl hits 20, it's time to go guy hunting sort of thing, go and look for the guy and get them married just before, because they're at that age where everything they do will affect the family. I mean, they're old enough to make their own decisions, and what happens if they make the wrong decision, concerning the family?
So marry them off?
Yeah, marry them off and don't have to worry about them anymore.
But you're not going to do that?
No way, no way.